Nowadays, rappers don't work enough. Been out here on our grind, man. I've been up in the grind. I've been taking my time. And it's all to the side. If I'm ready to shine, I've been up in the grind.
Hi guys, and welcome back to A Seat at the Table, your favorite show about your favorite upcoming artists. Today my guest is Kamo Tinyiko, and she is a theatre student and also a host of a number of programs and podcasts. So we're going to find out more about her, what she does, and why she does what she does, and what she brings to the table. Hi Kamo.
Hi darling, how are you?
How you doing? I think that's copyrighted, so maybe not.
Okay, how you doing? How are you?
It's so good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, have you always known you want to be in the creative industry?
For me, it was weird, right? Because as kids, you play around, mommy, daddy.
Yeah.
I could never feel that vibe. It's just like, why are we playing mommy and daddy?
Joke.
I always wanted to play like talk shows,
yeah.
Or after seeing a movie. I remember seeing Dreamgirls.
Yeah,
and it's like, come guys, let's reenact Dreamgirls. And like kids in my neighborhood were like, what? No.
Crickets.
No. And I remember my parents took me to watch The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also took me to watch Umoja. And I was like, I want to do that. And then I joined drama in primary.
Okay.
When we were
together.
Yeah, and it's been a journey since then. I don't think I always knew. It just somehow was always right. Be it in primary, be it in high school, and now in varsity. It made sense.
Yeah,
it completed that part of my life that I needed to journey to or from. Yeah.
So you started off high school in Holy Family College, but then you went to NSA. What inspired that decision?
For me, leaving primary now. Primary was a weird transition to high school for me. It was really weird. I was just like, what's going on? So I'd left it to my parents to find me a high school.
Okay.
My mom and dad, very supportive, would go to all these high schools. You know how you do interviews,
yeah.
You do tests. For me, I didn't care where I was going. And Holy Family was one of the schools that my mom believed in the ethos, the curriculum, everything. And I was like, and plus it was closer to work, school for her to drop me off. I was like, great girl, we're going to do this. And I was doing drama at the National Children's Theatre on Saturdays. And then it happened, so school was great. It taught me giving back, charity work at Holy Family, incredible time. It only happened when I turned 17 and I was told at the National Children's Theatre that you're not a child anymore, babes. You can't keep coming here. And then I stopped going, and for 2 months, I've never felt that empty. And I was so, like, I wasn't tired, but I was just like, wait. Yeah, because what the fulfillment I was getting was no longer there. And then I wanted to move. I remember that. I remember looking at schools in Grahamstown. All I knew, I was looking for a high school with the drama. And my mom was like, NSA is close by.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm trying to move away from home. Remember, I'm trying to leave home as well. And my Holy Family teacher, Mr. Baruth, said to me, Kamo, it's either you're going to go to NSA or you're not doing this art thing anymore. How much does it count? I remember getting home, filling in those forms, going to the audition. I was like, if I don't go to NSA, I may never get the fulfillment that I needed. And going there was the best decision ever. That's why,
Yeah, so you call yourself a triple threat, but I imagine you've acquired even more skills in varsity.
Yeah.
So out of all the skills you have, your creative outlets, which one is your favorite?
That's okay. It's going to be acting. Because you need to give homage to where you started. Acting is where I started.
Yeah.
Then everything else came about. Radio came about, this came about, but it all started with acting. And I was like, if it wasn't for acting, I wouldn't know all of this. And there's something about when I did my play and I wrote and directed it, and I was sitting on the sound booth, and I was looking at my cast and giving me final bows, I was happy. There's an acknowledgement that you get, but there's nothing that beats performing. Nothing beats being on stage, and acting gives you that. It gives you that
deep
thing.
core.
yeah. So it's definitely acting. It's definitely acting. Yeah.
So I mentioned earlier that you're a host of a number of programs and podcasts, The Greater Jazz and Unfiltered Weekends. How have these helped to grow you as a person and also helped to grow your craft?
So I wanted to get into radio for the longest time, and it was a bit of a struggle. And Mr. Barut's words came. He was like, "It's either you do this now or you won't do it at all." So I enrolled at Boston to do my short part-time course in radio presenting. So when I'd leave lectures here at Vets, I'd drive to Boston, get home tired, doing assignments, wake up again, go to 2 schools at once. It was hectic. And one of our assignments at Boston was to create an online profile. I was like, really? Do we really have to do this? Really? And I was like, okay, let me use the strategy to get in. Because I read this somewhere, they were like, it's high time we stop knocking on doors, let's kick the door down.
That's
So I was like, okay, kick the door down. The YouTube, which is the great address, was conversations I was having amongst my peers. Conversations that weren't being shown. You know, we talk a lot about representation of black people. We talk a lot about mental illness. We talk a lot about sexuality and sexual identity. But you don't see that
greater conversation happening.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I can do that. And with Unfiltered Weekends is a podcast that I co-hosted with Lunga and Komoto, and it was my entry to radio. And that helped me because now I host Weekend Third Base, which is a Saturday radio show, a breakfast radio. And I wouldn't have known what to do on radio if I hadn't done my podcast.
Okay. So it was like a stepping stone.
It definitely, for me, it's about the stepping stone. And we live in a digital world where you have to create your own door. Forget kicking it. Create your own door.
And that's what this show is also about. It's like, you know,
I love a seat at the table.
We all deserve that seat.
Yeah. So it for me it taught me not to wait. Because your biggest struggle being an artist is, what if I become that statistic that studied but never gets a job? Right?
That's true.
So to avoid that, create. People can fault you on your lashes, your makeup, your heels, your dad. They can't fault you on your work, and especially if your work is out there, your work speaks for itself. So that's what it taught me.
That's amazing. So you just wrote and directed a play, Dikuku. Sounds like a lot of work.
Controversy.
Can you tell us more about it and also about the pad drive you had in conjunction with the play?
Dikuku was written out of frustration because driving around and walking around town, you see penis enlargements, bring back lost lava, this, and it's quite funny. It is. Look at them, you're like, all right, bring back lost lava from where? Where did he go? But then I look at free abortions, same time, same day effect, no pain. And now that touches me as a woman because I'm like, we're living in a country where abortion is legalized, and it's not a criminal thing. Why are these illegal places still existing? What is it about abortion that we're not getting? We're not getting that as a woman. It's my right to terminate if I want to, if I'm not ready to. Why do they still? So it talks about a girl who does these backstreet abortions. But then I was like, how do they get into that situation? Usually it's due to someone who raped them or a relationship that didn't go right. But I focused on the rapist, and it's not a rapist who looks like a rapist. Because people have this idea that a rapist looks somehow.
Like scary, some guy you don't know,
And it's someone that they know. It's someone who's the hero of the community. It's someone who you'd least expect. You know, someone goes, did he do that? Did he really do that? You know, it's So it was tricky with that as well, and I just wanted to tell it in the most authentic way possible by setting it in a township. And I was like, where do I set it? Where can all these characters meet? And I was like, what's the one thing that brings people together? Food. It's like, okay, what type of food? Dikuku. I was like, okay, it can be in a bakery. Dikuku. What does Dikuku also stand for? Vagina. I was like, there we go, there's our title. And I knew I wanted it to be a musical. So I called up Balesa. I was like, yo, do you want to do my music for me? Called up Angie, like the choreography. And it was an incredible process. And just watching it was beautiful. The pad drive came in when I knew that it had to impact not only the theater, people watching it, but it had to go also outside. It had to impact outside as well. And when I was face of NSA, I worked with this charity, Malaika Children's Orphanage in Hillbrow. And I've always kept contact with them. And I remember sitting down with my best friend, Matlo, and she was like, babes, that's what we call each other. She's like, babes. I'm like, babes. She's like, I want to do a pad drive. I'm like, babes, let's work together. And she took on the project. She ran it with the play. So your entry into the play was with the pads. So many donations of food, of like it was incredible. It was incredible.
Supplies,
Yes, and when Matlo went to deliver, I was there. I arrived a bit late, little bit. But even the owner was crying, had tears in his eyes to show that the play, the impact of it was not just in the theater, but it was also outside, which is incredible. Let's talk about abortion, guys. Let's talk about
abortion is a real thing, hey. Wow, this is such an incredible story. Like, I feel so inspired. But for now, guys, we're just going to go on a short interval and we're going to show you, like, some clips from Bikuku because I know some of y'all missed it. Sorry.
What were you at?
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the clips. I know I did. You know, it's very touching. It's a very important story to tell. So yeah, hopefully she'll have like a second, you know, run of the play and everybody can get to see it.
Hopefully.
And donate more pads.
Yeah.
Guys, actually pads should be free, but that's another story. So now we're gonna get a little bit like fun-ish. Yeah.
It's fun. Okay, let's get fun.
So chicken or beef?
Beef. I mean, we eat chicken all the time.
You're the first one to say.
We eat chicken all the time, and you know when you eat beef, you know you've got money.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah, and it's a meal.
Yeah. So I'm an artist, and money is scarce. So when I eat beef,
you're feeling yourself.
I'm trying
payday vibes.
Yeah. Also, I'm trying to send it out into the universe that I want to have beef every day.
Wow.
Beef, yeah. Beef, definitely beef.
So what do you think the table is missing? Like the creative industry, particularly your industry, theater, what do you think is missing from the table?
Honesty. We need to be honest about what's going on in the world. We need to be honest about complexities of everything, you know. The theater always sometimes shows things as black and white. Oh, Cinderella fell in love, okay. Found the prince, live happily ever after. Njani.
In which life?
You know, there's black and there's not black and whites in this. There's grey areas, and let's talk about that. Let's talk about how people can do bad things, but that doesn't mean they're bad people. Let's talk about how people can be status-wise be good, but be bad people and be ugly people. Let's talk about love. Love doesn't come in the same way.
In straightforward,
So let's be honest. Let's be honest about the
Real life
world
issues,
and real life issues. I think we need honesty. It's coming. It's there.
Yeah.
It needs to be more mainstream.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all we need.
And what do you bring to the table?
Me, controversy, Shami. Wow. Yeah, controversy. I don't like my plays. I'm writing another play that's going to be showcasing it all week.
Okay.
In 2019, Two Fingers at Work. My plays don't have nice endings. These
Happy ending vibes.
Yeah,
happy
no,
ever after.
it's not-
Happily ever after.
That's
Another
not-
conversation, baby.
That's not me. But I do want to spark conversation, and I hope I'm honest.
In all that you write.
Yeah,
You bring honesty.
the honesty that I need. I hope that I bring. It's tough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a challenge.
Okay, and where does Kamo see herself in the next 5, 10, 15 years?
Girl. My biggest dream has always been to be on Broadway.
Okay.
I want to do that. I really want to do that. I want to travel. I want to direct for TV, write for TV.
Okay.
Music videos. I want to direct music videos.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, for sure. I want to direct for that. Maybe focus on the personal life thing. Maybe adopt. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe be married. Or maybe have a bottle of gin. Whatever, but I'm excited. I'm excited about the future. I really am.
It looks bright. Very bright.
Right?
From where I'm sitting a little bit. Okay, girl. I need my sunglasses.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for
I love the
having me.
conversation.
I love you. Wait, do we kiss for a couple?
Guys, so yeah, that's the show. Don't forget to follow Kamo at
Kamo Tinyiko everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, yeah.
and don't forget to follow me at Taiwai, my gallery at Zait's Mercury. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, interact with me. That would be really nice. And remember, if you don't have a seat at the table, you're probably on the menu. See you next time.
Ooh. I didn't know that one before.
Rappers don't work enough. Been out here on our grind, man. I've been up in the